Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to edition 12 of the Companies Act series, the Act and its Impact. And in this series, we speak about loans from members. Well, as you may be aware, the new Companies Act treats a loan from a member also as a deposit. So this is unlike the erstwhile Act where it was not treated as a deposit. But there are two very interesting changes that have happened in this Act in the form of circulars. As we discussed in the first edition, this is a rule-driven legislation, and more importantly, this Act has been constantly changing. So what are the two key changes that have happened in relation to loans from members? Now there is a specific circular 5/2015 which said that if you have taken a loan from a member prior to the commencement of this Act, which is April 1, 2014, it need not be treated as a deposit, provided the fact is disclosed in the financial statements, including the head where it is accounted and shown. Now, the second interesting exemption on loans from members under this Act happened much later. It happened in June 2015 and only for private limited companies. Now there is a clarificatory circular that basically says that the provisions of section 73, the ones that relate to credit rating, repayment reserves and insurance, will not apply if a private limited company which is less than 50 members obtains a loan from its members not exceeding 25% of the aggregate of the paid up share capital and free reserves, or 100% of the paid up share capital, whichever is more, and informs the amount of the money so received to the registrar in a prescribed manner. So first of all, loan from member under the earlier Act, there is an exemption. Per the June notification for private limited companies, loans from members do not have to fulfill those conditions specified in section 73, provided you get the money is obtained by a private limited company having less than 50 members and not exceeding the thresholds that are prescribed under this notification, and you have to intimate the ROC. Now let's just step one back. Private companies are essentially quite small, 5 lakh, 10 lakh paid up share capital, maybe another 10 lakh of reserves. Now you might want to really think through on whether this exemption of 100% of the paid up share capital or 25% of the aggregate of paid up capital or reserves will be any material amount. I think the objective of these provisions is to ensure that the companies are not very highly leveraged vis-a-vis the capital. So ladies and gentlemen, that is on loans from members. In the next edition, we'll talk about loans from promoters, where there is a specific exemption which is available under this Act from being classified as a deposit. Stay tuned to the Act and its Impact, the edition on the Companies Act 2013. Thank you.